In this video, we are going to be building a cybersecurity brand, going from the idea of the branding all the way to a few ideas of products that we could actually sell to this target market. And we're going to be doing all of this within Kittl. So, spoiler alert, this is an industry in which I am currently employed, so I do have some insider knowledge of what people of that nature would find appealing, but this is the kind of thing that you can certainly accomplish with enough research. So, without any further delays, let's hop into Kittl and let's get started in this process. Okay, so here we are in Kittl's interface, and what we want to do is we want to start to establish the identity of the brand. One of them would be deciding on a brand name. I've already picked one based off of pretty much just thinking about it on my own while I was at work. And this is a brand called Root Access, which sounds a lot like a streetwear brand. And I think that the fact that it is an actual thing, root access is a type of access to your applications and servers and whatnot. And the fact that it sounds like a streetwear brand makes this a pretty appealing choice for a brand name for this type of target market. So let's go ahead and see if we can get a word mark. I pre-prepared these prompts so that we don't have to work through all of it together and we can focus on Kittl's features. So here's going to be our word mark. And we could do a lot of different models here. It's one of the things that makes Kittl so powerful. But I think that the best thing we could do is just go with the Nano Banana Pro model. It's one of the best ones available. It's pretty quick and it's significantly better than the previous model in terms of following the prompt. So let's go with Nano Banana Pro. We don't need to do 4K because we can rely on Kittl's upscaling or vectorization in order to make sure that our images are of the appropriate quality. So here we go. We'll go ahead, we'll run it 3 times to see if any of them turn out the way we are looking for it, and we will check back in a second here. Okay, so we have some pretty solid options here with these two. Those followed the prompts. They kind of capture the idea of what we want. If we zoom in a little closer, we can see that there's no glowing here to speak of as compared to this one. If we were going to create a word mark that would go on a t-shirt, this would probably not be the best choice. So we're going to go with this one. It feels very terminal. It feels kind of like Matrix and glitchy. So I like this one. So we're going to go with that. So when we have so few colors, I tend to like to vectorize it. And we can go ahead and vectorize it right now. And we can select 2 colors because there's green and black. Then we can go ahead and hide the black, and we have got a pretty solid output here. It's all green. We could put this on a black background. It'll scale to whatever size we want. And that's a pretty decent initial choice here. We'll name it word mark here. But let's go ahead and make the background black, and we have the same feel again. Okay, so we've got our initial word mark here. And in order to kind of flesh out this brand identity, I think it's actually more important to start with a selection of potential products that the target market would go for. So this is just the word mark. It has the right vibe. I think people might wear that type of design already, but let's go ahead and attack this niche from a couple of other angles that would be applicable. Okay, so in this one, we are generating a few takes of this 404 motivation not found idea, and we're going to see where that takes us. And in this take, we are going to do a caffeine type of joke, so let's go ahead and do that as well. Okay, so I liked this t-shirt design quite a bit. This one did a pretty solid job. I'm really happy with this, except for the glowing. I should have probably removed the reference to glowing, but instead of trying to go through the prompt, let's go ahead and let's create a Kittl flow in order to adjust it. Okay, so in order to do the Kittl Flows, you need to bring it over into an artboard. You can click the artboard and then you can click this arrow here, or you can add smartboard over here. So let's go ahead and click that. And what we want to do is we want to remove the glowing effect. I also think it would be a good idea to have the typography be the same white color, but not the 404. So let's be more specific and let's call out the quote. The requested resource has left the building white to match the other white elements. Okay, so let's go ahead and generate that, see what happens. And while that is generating, let's go and see what we've got here. The cleanest one is this one, but I'm not super happy with it again. But the way that we can handle this would be probably to just go ahead and use Kittl Flows to fix it, like this one. This is already fixed. All we did was make a natural language prompt out to Gemini in order to modify it. Okay, so in order to clean this up so that it might be able to go on a t-shirt, the easiest thing to do would be to change the background to black and remove the glow. So let's go ahead and do that. And there we go. That would be something that you could put on a t-shirt fairly simply. It's a caffeine joke. It's subtle. It would really appeal to that type of person. So in order to move forward, let's go ahead. Let's convert to image for all of our initial simple minimalist designs. We've got the root access word mark up here. We've got this 404 motivation not found with the broken link icon, which is pretty funny. And we've got this coffee t-shirt because it's the most excellent cross niche available for literally every potential subject. And that is a good starting point. Okay, so we've got our designs. Let's go ahead and vectorize these. Let's vectorize it with 3 colors. Same thing here. And for this one, we can go ahead and change the black to be invisible. And we can put it over here to see what it would look like on a t-shirt. And this one, we can do the same thing. And perhaps we can change this one to white instead. And we've got the green and the white text with which is a classic terminal feel. And this could easily be our stopping point. But let's go ahead and pop it onto a mockup. And we could use the mockup feature that Kittl has built in so you can see what it might look like on different kinds of apparel. So this one is probably going to be bigger and look something more like this in print. And that would be fine. And we could do the same thing here. We could try it with a t-shirt. I actually like this one, even though it's not a t-shirt, because it is a holiday themed one. And this is when motivation would not be found. And on a real sweatshirt, it would look a lot like this. And this kind of makes sense for this design. It's very subtle. We'll resize it to what it would actually look like on a shirt. And there you go. We've got some basic mock-ups together so you can see what it might look like on a real person. So that was using Kittl and leveraging Nano Banana Pro in order to accomplish getting to our first 3 apparel designs for a brand called Root Access, which has a minimalist cybersecurity vibe. Now keep in mind, this is just proof of concept. We're just starting to get started with this entire process. And obviously there is plenty of room to expand in different design types and different styles within the overall archetype of cybersecurity. And the entire process was made much more simple inside of Kittl's interface. And this is because we can access state-of-the-art image generation, and we can manipulate, vectorize our images and go through the entire process and even do some mock-ups within the interface in order to understand what it would look like on an actual person. And if you're interested in using Kittl in order to flesh out an overall brand and start to create designs for yourself, then click on the link in the description below and check out the tool for yourself. As always, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.